So, I am making another video about fractions. I don't know why I'm so close to the camera. I can't even see my time. Oh, there we go. But, yeah, here it goes. This is about fractions. So, first, I'm going to go over with you guys adding fractions. Okay, first, the original problem start off is 4/6 plus 2/3. Okay, I'm sorry I wrote it like that. I should have wrote it a different way, but that's the only way I can remember. But first thing you do with adding fractions, you have to find a common denominator in order to add it, because you just that's their rule. You just can't add it without knowing the common denominator. So I found out the common denominator was 6. How do I know what is the common denominator? It's whatever is divisible by both numbers. See, 6, 3 times 2, I can get 6, and 6, of course, goes into 6 itself. So what I did, after I found a common denominator, which is 6, I filled it in, put it as a denominator. Denominator belongs at the bottom, under the line. So how I got the numerator is how I got 6. So 3 times 2 is 6. Whatever you multiply at the bottom, you multiply at the top. So 2 times 2 is 4. And that's how I got 4/6 right here. And 6 times 1 is 6. And you multiply the 1 by the 4 too. So 4 times 1 is 4. So that's how I got 4/6 again. So then now you can add it. So you can, after that, you add 4 plus 4, you straight across. 4 plus 4 is 8, and you keep the same denominator. You don't add that. You keep it like that. So since this can be simplified, you can simplify your answer. And I got that because 8 goes in, 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. You can't simplify that anymore. Okay, now with subtracting fractions. I thought this video was going to be short, but I guess not. Subtracting fractions. Okay, subtracting fractions, you do the same thing as adding. First you find your common denominator, and you see how I did? Whatever I did, the original problem was 2/3, 2/3, and 1/6. See that? So I got my common denominator of 6, and I got I got a 1. 6 times 1 is 6. So I put 1 times 1 is 1. So whatever you multiply the bottom with, you multiply the top with. So you see how I put 1 right here? Times 1 times 1. So I got 1/6 right here. 2 for 2/3. 3 times 2 is 6. That's how I got my common denominator. And 2, I did multiply 2 at the top too. So 2 times 2 is 4. So now that I got my new fractions, I can subtract it. So I did 4/6 take away 1/6. See it? 4 take away 1 is 3. And you keep your same denominator. So I got 3/6. You can simplify that. So I got 1/2. 1 goes into 3 one time, and 1 goes into 3 one time, and 3 goes into 3 one time, and 6 goes into 3 two times. So that's how I got 1/2. I'm sorry if I'm not talking clearly. I should have went over this before I started doing it. But okay. Next one is multiplying fractions. Okay, multiplying fractions is really easy. That's the easiest to me, because you do not have to find the common denominator with multiplying and dividing fractions. Adding and subtracting fractions, you have to find the common denominator, but not with multiplying and dividing. So with multiplying fractions, okay, the problem is 1/4 times 4/5. Yeah. So I did 1 times 4, and that got me 4. And then I multiplied across at the bottom. So I did 4 times 5, that got me 20. You see that? You just multiply straight across. So I got 420 as my answer. Since this can be simplified, since this could be simplified, it will become 1/5. Because 4 goes into 4 once, and 4 goes into 25 times. You see? I wrote notes. Multiply. Okay. It says multiply straight across. You do not have to find the common denominator. Next, I'm going to go dividing fractions. Okay, with this is kind of tricky because, okay, here's the problem. The problem is 2/9 divided by 4/8. Okay, with this problem, you have to flip the second fraction. Find the reciprocal. So what I did right here is I kept the same, I kept the same 2/9 for the first problem, but then I flipped it over. Instead of putting the 8 at the bottom, I put the 8 at the top. See, all I did was flip it. 8 at the top and 4 at the bottom. And then you switch the symbol sign. So it's not even dividing anymore, it's multiplying. So two things. You flip it and you change the symbol to multiplication. And then you multiply straight across. So 2 times 8 is 16 and 9 times 4 is 36. Okay. Since this can be simplified, the answer will be 4/9. Because why is it? Oh yeah, it can be simplified because 16 goes into 2. Yeah, 16. Yeah, you can divide it by 2, and you can. Hold on, I'm sorry. I don't remember because I wrote this like a couple hours ago. Yeah, you can divide it by 2, and you will get 4/9. You're just simplifying. You just simplify it. Okay. If I got that one, if I said it wrong, like divided by 2, I'm sorry, because I just don't remember, and I think I'm spending too much. All you do is simplify. That's it. I don't remember what number I simplified this by. But next is adding mixed numbers. Okay. This one is kind of tricky because it has more than 2 steps. So first thing you have to do is find the common denominator. Okay. The original problem is 5 and 1/12, and it's 5 and 1/12 plus 8 and 2/3. So what I did first was found the common denominator. The common denominator is 6. You see, the common denominator is 6. So I did 3 times 2 got me 6. 2 times 4 got me 6. And 2 times 2 got me 4. And 1 times 4 got me 4. So it's 4, 6, 4, 6. You see? The next thing I did was add the whole numbers. So 5 plus 8 got me 13. And now you can add. So 4, put the 13 over here, and then add the top. 4 plus 4 got me 8. And then you keep the same denominator, 6. Then, because this can be, the small fraction right here can be simplified, the answer will be 13 4/3. Let's see. Now off to subtracting fractions. This has many steps. I don't know why. But right here, subtracting mixed fractions. Okay, first the original problem is 8 1/4 subtract 4 1/5. First, you find a common denominator. Okay. Found the common denominator. The common denominator was 20. Common denominator was 20. So I did. First you have to turn it into a improper fraction. So how you do that? You do 8 times 4 plus 1. See how I did it right here? 8 times, and this is a plus 1. And that got me 33 right here. And then I did 4 times 5 plus 1 got me 21. So I changed it to that. And then after that, then you find the common denominator. So the common denominator is 20. And then okay, there you go. I put it over 165 over 20, and then subtract 84 over 20. The reason why I got 165 is because 33 times 5 is 165. The reason why I got 84 is 21 times 4 equals 84. See how I did that? So 165 take away 84 equals 81 over 20. It's going to be 81. You keep the same denominator. Okay. This is not your final answer, okay? This is not your final answer. After that, you have to switch it back to an improper fraction. So how you do that? You divide 20 into 81. And 20 goes into 81 4 times. And yeah, 20 goes into 81 4 times, but you got one left over. See it? So how you set this up? You're going to use, okay, since it's 4, it's going to be 4 whole. Use the 4, and then bring the 1 that's left over as 1, and keep the same denominator, 20. So it's going to be 4 and 1/20. That's how I got it. Just showing my work. Oh, and my notes. But that's it for this video. It's kind of long. I thought it was going to be short, but I guess not.